Has anyone ever told you it's too expensive, we can't afford it? This is the solution that you need. Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be doing another one of our closing techniques. So if you're in sales, if you want to be in sales, if you want to get people to say yes to you slightly more than they currently do, this is the perfect video for you to watch. We're doing one every day, so let me know what you think and let's get into this. This is going to be the Just Suppose close. Hi guys, thanks for coming to my channel. This is where we're going to be looking at audiobooks and how we can improve what we can do and what we can learn from some of the best audiobooks in the world. And I want to let you in on a little secret. If you're not a fast reader, I'm not either. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be conquering that with audiobooks. We can listen to the audiobooks. I'll show you how, and if you have any questions, let me know. So let's get into this. I look forward to going on this journey with you.
Wow.
Just suppose. Now, you use the just suppose clause when the prospect says it's too expensive. Now, imagine if you're in the middle of a presentation and they say, look, it's too expensive, I can't do this, and they come up with some objection. This is the time that you can handle that objection with the just suppose clause. When they say it's too expensive, you could say, Mr. Prospect, Mrs. Prospect, just suppose price is not an obstacle, and we can deal with your price concerns to your satisfaction. Could you do that for the moment? Or could we do that while I finish the rest of my presentation? Mr. Prospect, Mrs. Prospect, just suppose price is not an issue and we can deal with your concerns to your satisfaction. Just suppose. Would you be able to do that just while I finish the rest of my presentation? And they say, yes, sure, go ahead. Carry on, yes, fine, whatever. Now, by the time you get to the end of your presentation, you should have explained the value of your proposition, the value of the thing that you're selling, so it justifies in the mind of the prospect the price that they initially said was too high or XYZ. He says, when you mention the price and the prospect says, whoa, that's a lot of money, or, oh my God, that's too much money, what they're really saying is, you've not given me enough reasons to justify that price point, because I can't understand how that price point can justify that solution or that benefit. So when people say it's too expensive, what they're really saying is, you haven't given me enough reasons yet. And this is your opportunity as a salesperson. The price objection really is a price question, and what they're asking for is for you to help them understand why it is that price. What justification do you have? What they're really saying is, from what you told me so far, I don't understand how you can charge so much for your product, because so far you've not told me what the whole package is, or from what you told me, I can't see it. So you need to help that prospect see it. That is our job. Now, we need to remember, it's not the price, but the reasons for the price that is most important. It's not that it costs £1,000, £100,000. It's the reason. So the way that I like to think about it is, imagine if there was a glass of water, and I said, this glass of water is £100,000. You'd say, oh my God, I'm not paying that. That's too expensive. And that's because the reason is vital. If you have an abundant supply of water, yes, you wouldn't pay £100,000 for that glass of water. However, if you were dying of thirst, you would pay every single penny that you had for that glass of water. And the reasons that you have would be a lot bigger. So if the reasons aren't big enough or aren't bigger than the price point, you won't make the sale. It's only when people perceive the value, this will save my life, it's worth £100,000. Once they perceive that value, that's when they'll make the decision. That's when they will spend the money, because their reasons, their why has increased over the threshold of the price complaint or objection. And when people say, oh, that's a lot of money, you can say, Mr. Prospect, Mrs. Prospect, it might sound like a lot of money, or it is a lot of money. And let me tell you why we can justify those prices, what we help and how we help our current customers or clients or X or Y or Z. and why it's worth every penny. If your prospect says something like, this is way more expensive than the competitors, or this is far more expensive than anything else that we've seen on the market so far, you can handle that. You can say, yes, you're right. This is the most expensive product, and let me tell you why other reasonable, intelligent people like yourself have understood it's the most expensive and have still bought it. Let me tell you the reasons why people are willing. Let me tell you the reasons that people are willing to pay this extra price. Then you can understand. And he says it's vital that we get price out of the way. Otherwise, it'll just sit there like a big orangutan in the way of our deal closing. So when people say, that's too much money, it's too expensive, what they're really saying is you've not given me enough reasons to justify that price. So that's when we need to go back and help them understand the value, ideally specifically to them, so that they can understand it from their perspective. Because value is unique to every person. In that example I was just talking about with the thirsty person that's dying of starvation, dying of thirst, they would spend £100,000 on that glass of water. However, you could have somebody right next to them drinking a glass of water who would not. So value is subjective and personal and unique and time sensitive. After they've had a glass of water, they won't want to pay that. So it's a very unique situation. And what we need to do as salespeople is help prospects understand that they have that need. But then, once we have created that desire, we need to capitalize on it by asking for the order, asking people to buy it. What do you think? Do you like the red or the green? Is this exactly what you're looking for? Does this satisfy your needs? Yes or no? And then asking for the order. Why don't you give it a try? What do you think about getting started straight away? When do you need to take delivery? When do you want to take delivery of your product? And by talking like this, confidently like we expect them to buy, people will buy and will make more sales. So, thank you for watching today, guys. It's been another one of our closing specials from Brian Tracy. He has a fantastic wealth of knowledge on goal setting. I've reviewed one of his goal videos, so if you want to see that, have a look on my channel. We're going to be doing a video every single day. This current series is about sales techniques. So if you want to get better at sales, stay tuned because we're going to be doing more videos every single day. All right, guys. Bah! I'll see you soon. And if you want to learn Chinese, I'm doing it too. So that's daily as well. See you later.